paint an invisible illness like depression, so often hidden behind a smile. The gentleman who's with me now has tried to do just that. He is Toby Brown. Toby was blighted by the disease on and off since 2008, and he's turned to painting. And he joins us now to talk about this, because when you see his work, we do have to say, as we can see your work behind you here, we are not looking at, I can recognise Amy Winehouse here, we're not looking at paintings here. What are we looking at?
The paintings, they are paintings.
Sorry, we're not looking at photographs, I meant to say, forgive me.
Yeah, no,
it's
they
really,
are.
really, I don't know how you've achieved that look, it's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I mainly focus on the eyes, and they're quite large. They're like sort of 5 foot, 6 foot canvases.
Yeah.
And yeah, most of it's done with sort of like decorators' brushes and fingers, and because they're so large, that gives me kind of freedom to express my sort of demons.
Well, let's talk about your demons, and I know you're going to showcase all of this at the debut Contemporary Gallery in Notting Hill,
yes,
as from tomorrow. When did you first experience depression, and what was your experience of it?
It was around 2008, and I suffer with quite severe paranoia as well, so it was linked with the depression, and basically I lost everything really. So broke up with my wife, lost my job. I ended up living in a caravan on an industrial estate, and I've always painted and drawn, but the only thing that I really had was my art. So I started to paint 3 self-portraits that are quite harrowing, but they're in a positive way. They kind of show people how I was feeling, because it's not always easy to express how you feel, because especially for a man, it's because you're supposed to be like the figurehead of the family, the strong provider and things like that. It's not always easy to talk to people about how you're feeling.
So quite late on in life, you actually reinvented yourself,
yes,
as an artist,
yes,
and you find this is the best way of communicating,
yes,
what was going on. So there you were, this was your message, and you wanted to get this out to people.
Yeah.
But who then began to take you seriously? Why did they begin to take you seriously? How did you reach people?
Well, I painted the 3 self-portraits, and I didn't really, it was basically to show my family what I was going through at the time.
Again, I just have to keep reminding myself that these are paintings, these are not photographs. Who
are the subjects of these paintings?
That's Cary Grant, the voice coach.
So you've chosen famous people,
yes, but
that have suffered
amongst
from
those, there's
depression.
also friends and family as well. So that's Gary Stringer, the lead singer of the band Reef. That's a friend of mine who's going through quite a dark time in her life.
And have all these people gone through dark times, or are going through dark times? Let me just get
They've either going through it at the moment. Like this one is my stepdaughter Jade.
Yeah, yeah.
She's just coming through something at the moment. There's people who have suffered. There's people who are suffering at the moment, and there's also supporters of the Mind charity that support what I'm doing. So wanting to be involved and show their support by having their portrait painted. But most of the portraits, I'm kind of focusing on the eyes, because when there's sort of like, the more people I've spoken to, there's a recognition. So it doesn't have to be a painting that shows the screaming and the inward sort of pain.
But they say that they're a window to the soul,
Yeah,
don't they?
so the eyes, I thought, like, on a positive note, they've, if you like, included themselves in my vision and become part of the project. So it's on a positive note, it's kind of getting the message out that it is okay to talk about it. You're not sort of, it's not an embarrassment and things like that.
What about your own life, Toby? Have you turned it around?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been difficult, because the ups and downs, but the painting has helped a lot, because it's kind of like one of my coping mechanisms. I can just step up to a canvas and just get it all out.
And like any artist, your works are for sale.
Yes.
Good man.
Yes.
Toby Brown is an artist and a photographer. A new exhibition on depression. Absolutely incredible what he's done
proceeds
there.
are going to Mind.
Proceeds going to
charity
Mind, yes.
as well.
The debut Contemporary Gallery in Notting Hill is where he's displaying as from tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
With that, we take a break, joined in the studio after this by Catherine Jenkins.